Hello everyone, welcome to iExamB. Embrace the iExamB learning experience for 50% faster job preparation. CBI, the Central Bureau of Investigation, came out with vacancies for public prosecutor and assistant public prosecutor. The last date to apply for this is the 11th of September 2025. Some of the students reached out to us for certain queries related to their application when they are applying, how they can apply, what are the things that they need to keep in mind, and certain errors that they were facing while application. So in this video, it is going to be a detailed video about everything related to your application. A total of 19 vacancies have been announced, consisting of 9 for unreserved, 1 for EWS, 7 for OBC, and 2 for SC category. There are more vacancies for public prosecutor also. I will focus more on the assistant public prosecutor, where any fresher can also apply. All you need is a law degree. Right, the application window, as I stated, had opened on the 23rd of August. But it will be open till the 11th September, but please do not wait for the last day to apply. So if you are eligible, please go ahead and start filling your application. If you need any more details related to eligibility, the pay, the profile, what the posting is, will the exam happen or not, what is that you need to study, then I had done a detailed video earlier. You can check the link of that from the description box. Okay, so in this video, when we are talking about how to apply, there will be 3 aspects that you have to focus on. First is you need to register for an online application on the UPSC website. Second, you need to ready all your documents that are needed for your application. So we will discuss all the documents that you need to keep in mind. And third, you have to then fill out the application. So I'll also run through how you can fill out that application, right? So now starting with first part, which is to register on the website, right? So to register on the website, you can search for UPSC recruitments. You will get links to recruitment advertisements or simply the application online recruitment application page. If you open this page application, you will be able to see the online recruitment application page here also, or as I stated, you could directly click on this, right? So you will be shown all the open vacancies. We are talking about the assistant public prosecutor. You have to click on apply now. You will be shown the instructions. So basically these instructions are telling you about what are the things that you have to keep in mind while filling out your details related to your qualifications, experience, the documents you will be needing, the age, right? So all these things are mentioned. You are advised to read them yourself also to ensure the eligibility points, right? So once you have read all these, you can click on the next. Then there will be another page of important note. This important note is basically telling you about how the process of selection will happen, and this is stating that in case that the number of applicants or the candidates who apply it's a large number, then any of these 6 methods can be chosen by UPSC for the recruitment process, in which the last point they have said that they can hold a recruitment test. In the past also, we have seen all these disclaimers being given, and we have seen a recruitment test actually taking place. So you should be mentally ready that a recruitment test can take place. But again, read all this. This was also a part of the notification. You again click on next, and then again you are given a list of other terms and conditions, which is basically telling you about that you need to be truthful and fair in your application and give the best information, truthful information, transparent information in your application, and that you are agreeing that you are complying with all the requirements and you are giving all the important information. That is what this is in short I am telling. You can of course read it. So once you do that, you have read all this, then you click that yes, I have read, and you go on to proceed. After proceeding, you will have to make a new registration, right? So you have to register for this application. For registering, you have to fill in your basic details like your name, your first name, middle name if you have, if not then last name. So whatever is applicable, you do not need to use any prefix like Shri, Mr., Miss or anything. Just your name, last name or middle name as applicable. Similarly for your parents, your father's name, your mother's name, you fill out from the drop down. These are drop down boxes. You select the gender, you select the community that you're applying for. If there is any disability, if you fall in the PWBD category, then you choose accordingly. Your date of birth, which you can choose from the calendar year, you can change the year, month, and then accordingly choose the date. And this of course should match with the documentary proof, which is your birth certificate or the matriculation or the 10th standard equivalence certificate, which is clearly mentioning your date of birth. Okay, moving on, your place of birth, which is basically the name of the village or the city or the town, and then you select from the drop down the state in which you were born. Okay, not where you are currently, but where you were born. Your nationality is citizen of India. You give a relevant mobile number. Again, you have to just mention the number. You don't need to add +91 or 91 there, right? And this will be your number. So please be careful. Whatever mobile number and email address that you are giving, that is active, and you are actively checking that, because your communication further will happen on this mobile number and through the email, right? And choose a desired password which is strong, which should consist of both capital and small letters and some numbers. After that, you fill in the captcha image, whatever is showing, and go on to save and proceed to make a registration for yourself. Once you do that, you fill out all these details and you move on to save, you will get a registration number and the password you have already chosen. So based on that, now you need to log in and make your application, right? So for that, you go back to the same page where you now will fill in the registration ID. So here in this page, when you had saved, you will be given a registration number. Please note that down and remember your password so that you can give and use that reference going forward, right? So let's come to the login for this, right? So you enter your registration number here and password and enter the random captcha image number over here, and then based on that you will log in. So now that you have registered, you have a registration number and the password with you, the next step for you is to ready all your documents before you start filling out the application. Now from the notification, what all is required and what documents you need, I'll just list down for you very, very carefully, right? Before this, I'll also let you know about an upcoming workshop that we are going to do for all the active legal exams like your company prosecutor, LIC AAO, CBI, APP, SO Law mains exam. Pre has already taken place, and now the mains exam you have to focus on the professional knowledge. And also the notification for RRB Scale 2 Law Officer is now out, right? Any notification details you will find on the YouTube channel, so go through them. And if you have doubts related to any of these and how you can prepare for all of them in the next 2 or 3 months, all these exams will take place, how you can prepare, so do register for this free workshop. Okay, so let's look at the documents. And now this all information was in your notification also, right? So there is a section of 6A, how to apply, right? So first thing that you have to tell is about your photograph. You need a photograph, and this photograph should be very, very recent, not more than 10 days old from the application, from the day you are making the application. The size of the photograph, it should be in the JPG format. It should have a minimum of 350 by 350 pixels or maximum size of 1000 pixels. In the file size, it should not be less than 20 KB and not more than 300 KB. And in the bit depth, at least 24 bit depth is what is acceptable. So these are the details related to the photograph size. Your photograph should also mention your name and date on which it has been taken. So very, very clearly, if you're getting it clicked, please ask the photographer. They can have the option of adding the date and name with your photograph, right? The photograph should be clear in a white background covering 3/4 of the space by your face. There should not be any other distraction. So don't try to cut out a photo from a group image you have recently taken, right? So don't try to do that. Get a proper face image clicked with mentioning your name and the date given these size requirements, right? And also very important, your appearance must match the photograph at each stage of recruitment. So they've given example, for example, you know, so if you're planning for a haircut, do it now. Or if you've got a haircut done right now, then ensure when you're going to give the exam, you take a haircut that time also. So your appearance should be very, very close to what it will be throughout the recruitment process. The next is related to your documents. So all the documents that are there to establish your claim should be there, like your birth, your experience, your desirable qualifications, all of them should be there. All of these should have a maximum size of 1 MB. They all should be in the PDF format. And there is also an option of uploading any other documents which are not compulsory, but you want to add to your candidature. They should not be more than in together 2 MB, right? You do not, okay, I'm repeating, do not need to give payslip, resume, appointment letter, relieving letter, any unsigned experience certificate. All this is not required, right? So now moving on to one by one. For your birth, you should have your matriculation or 10th standard or any other equivalent certificate which is clearly mentioning your date of birth so as to support your claim of age. Then for your educational qualification, your degree or diploma, right? If you've not got the final degree, then even provisional will do, but it should very, very clearly mention your mark sheet. So if it is provisional, please attach your mark sheets along with your provisional certificate. Then for educational, if you have any other educational qualification or equivalent qualification as part of the essential clause, then that particular document should also be there. And please comply with the size. It should be PDF format 1 MB. Don't have images of your degrees clicked and then post it as GPG file. That will not be accepted. Next, if you have experience, you can give the experience in the prescribed format, which is signed by the head of the organization or the department, mentioning two very important things. One, duration of your employment in terms of date, month and year, and your basic and consolidated pay, right? If you are applying for SC, ST, OBC category, then your caste certificate should be there. And if you are from the OBC, then in the prescribed format, the reservation for OBC that you do not belong to the creamy layer should also be additionally given. In case you are a PWBD candidate, then your certificate of disability should be attached. So basically, any document proof is required for any of the claims that you are making in the application. Now, as we are talking about APP, Assistant Public Prosecutor, there is no requirement for enrollment with the Bar Council registration, but there is a window, so that is not compulsory, but we will again look at it how you can proceed with it. One more thing about the documents: if any of your documents are made in a language other than Hindi and English, then you need to attach a transcript of the same, which is again attested by a gazetted officer or notary while uploading. Okay, so that is also very, very important. The next important thing to note, as I was stating, when you are registering also, please have an active email. So while you are registering, ensure the email ID and the mobile number that you are giving is active and in your access, especially your email, because all the correspondence, admit card, interview or any other details will be done through email, right? And once your application has been fulfilled, then do take a printout. Although you do not need to send this printout to the commission, yes, you have to keep with yourself as a copy. Okay, so these was the documents that you need to prepare, and now is the last step towards filling the application. Okay, so let's move back to how you can go ahead and fill the application. So this is your login page, right? So after registering, you have to fill in on this login page your registration ID, your password, and the captcha number, the random image given here, and then you log in. So once you log in, you will see your application, as a draft. You can also see only this part. If that is there, you click on the my active applications, and your active application number will open. It will also show your application number and name here and here, right? So here are the details that all have to be completed as applicable. So you have to click on edit. Once you click on edit, you will be able to see your details, what all have to be filled. So all these blue aspects, they have to be filled. Your personal profile, photo and signature upload, as we had discussed, what should be the size and all. You should be prepared with these documents. Your contact details, your age relaxation related. So if you are in any of the categories that get age relaxation, that certificate and reason and date you have to mention. Your educational qualification, your experience, any other documents if you want to add related to yourself, and professional registration part. Here we will see if it is compulsory or not, and then you also give your preference for your recruitment test center. 2 preference you can give, first and second, and you can most likely it is given. So when you open, the first tab is registration form details, which will already be filled out with your details that you gave while registering. The next will be just below that, please fill the following details, which are your personal details, right? So you have to mention whether your father or mother's name is same in all the supporting documents or certificates. So there's a drop down, yes or no. You have to give your photo identity card, right? So there's a list of photo identity card that you are going to use. So whatever that is, most likely Aadhaar, because that will have your photo also and it is an acceptable identity number, but there's a drop down for various other aspects that you can look for, and you mention that ID number also. Do you belong to any of the minority community mentioned here? Yes or no you can select. Your marital status, any hobbies or extracurricular activities that you want to talk about, you can write up to in 500 characters. Okay, then you upload the photo or image of your identity card. Again, repeating, the maximum size is 1 MB of any file, and they all should be in PDF format, no GPG photograph formats. And then you also upload your birth certificate here, right? So there you can also give your matriculation aspect, right? So this is how you have to proceed with the first part, right? Then you move to the other tabs like your photograph and sign upload. So you need to upload your photograph. All the details again are mentioned over here, which we have already discussed, and a specimen of your signature. You upload, choose the files and upload. Go in the contact details. Here you have to again mention your permanent address and your mailing address if it is same or not. Okay. For your age relaxation, you will have to mention if you fall in any of those age relaxation categories like SC, ST, OBC, and accordingly choose and upload. So if you choose yes, you will have to give the supporting documents. Okay, if you choose no, then you can just proceed further. In your educational qualifications, you will have to mention what is your educational type in the chronological order, right? So in your chronological order, you will go whether essential, higher education, which type of education basically it is. So essential will be your schooling related and your law degree related. And if you have any other higher degree, maybe you have done LLM or you have any other degree, then you can choose that and give details related to that. All should be supported by the documentary proof. So keep your degrees and mark sheets ready before you start filling in the application. You can even add your experience. For APP, it is not compulsory, but if you choose to add, if you have experience, then please add. This will be good. This is the area where most of you are confused that BARC enrollment is not compulsory. Yes, it is not compulsory. The confusion has been because here it is showing an asterisk for uploading. However, you do not need to add any of the registration compulsorily. If you have enrolled, then add it. There's not an issue. Like experience, if you have experience, add it, although it is not a requirement for APP position. Similarly, if you have enrolled, add it. But if you have not enrolled, even if you save and continue, your application will move ahead. So once you submit here, as it is mentioned, this will be activated. Your pay fee will be activated when you can pay your fee and move ahead with the completion of your registration and application of the APP vacancy that is open. So this is about your application. I hope all your queries have been resolved. In case you have any further queries, you can reach out to us. We also have a course for the preparation of CBI APP. We launched this course in 2023 when the application had last come out, and the course is structured on the basis of the 2023 exam pattern. In case there will be any changes in the exam pattern this time, we will accordingly provide you all the support for your preparation for the CBI exam or other exams which are also pending from UPSC side, like the company prosecutor exam is also been announced and pending. So if you have any other queries, as I stated, you can always reach out to us at 920-552-4028. Wishing you all the best.